We were at the second leg of the 2019 Phoenix-National Slalom Series and got a chance to get an interesting chat with the mom of one of the contenders for this year's Slalom King title. We have that chat as well as other sidelights and highlights of the second leg of this year's slalom season on our race weekend feature. That's up next. The Clark Global City was abuzz with activities during its Hot Air Balloon Festival weekend which, among others, included a handful of motorsports races held in one crowded couple of days. Among motorsports events on schedule was the second round of the 2019 Phoenix-National Slalom Series. Instead of the usual parking lot layout, the slalom course was laid out on one stretch of the wide thoroughfares inside Clark Global City. It made for an interesting challenge for slalom regulars. The course included high-speed sections broken up by chicanes and even a 540-degree turn that taxed the skills of experienced slalom racers. Early on in the day, as each entry took to the course, Pawi Base, the reigning novice overall champion, now looking to level up to higher honors, was topping the timesheets. I'm here with Pawi Base of PMMS Rensport. Hi Pawi, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
A touch of bad luck in your second to the last run. You overshot your stop box. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, it was simply my miscalculation since we're getting to know the car more. But I mean, nonetheless, it was a good time, so we thought we could improve it more. So we were able to do so, but still too early to tell. We still have a lot to work on to get even further.
So you have the best time as of now, so far. Can you tell us your preparations going into this round?
Well, same thing. We had a few practice runs, but we had a really bad engine problem, or one of the valves fell off, so we had to change to another engine. So we were able to practice, but mostly prepared, same as before, physically and mentally.
Okay, so this is a completely different track. Can you tell us your thoughts about that?
Well, it's a track that has a very long stretch, which gives us an edge somehow since we have a really good car for it. It's also a really tight course. I mean, the fact that it's only one road, I thought we were going to use both roads, but we only ended up using one. So it's a really good track, so it's a lot to learn from.
So as early as now, you've been in the top three most of the time on each of the races. Can you tell us how well are you, preparing compared to what you did last year?
Well, actually, we've been consistent in the top 5 since last year, and I think the good preparation is the experience that comes with racing. I mean, looking at the other guys like Stefano, Richard, I mean, looking how they will do it. I mean, it's really a good idea to imitate them as you go through your runs.
Alright. Thank you, Pawi, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Also at Clark and competing in second round of the National Slalom Series is Pawi's mom, Denise Nolasco, who is perhaps one of the big reasons for the young racer's success, joining him in workouts and helping in preparations for race weekends.
Like I said, we go to the gym around 5-6 times a week, and then we try to eat as healthy as possible, I guess, before the race. Basically that, and we just try to have fun, make sure the cars are in tip-top shape and all that. And it's not just physical preparation. He also reads and he meditates before the races, and he makes sure that his focus is really on the race day itself. Before any race, you can't distract him anymore.
In reverse of children being inspired by parents to go into motorsports, it's Pawi who inspired his mom to try racing.
Honestly, I've always loved cars, but the racing started because he really inspires me. And so it's because of his influence, his skill, which I know I can't match, but I really love cars and it's fun. And I love doing things with him because we're basically best friends. So since he's here, I'm here also.
And like all moms, Denise is looking forward to Pawi gaining the top of the podium as champion.
I'm looking forward to seeing Pawi claim the #1 spot for the day. I mean, with me, I was thinking even if I'm not doing as well, as long as he gets what he's been working for this past month, it's perfectly fine with me. Okay na sa akin as long as he gets that.
Also making slaloms a family affair are the Parumoks. Andre Parumok is on his second year of slalom racing. When asked who encouraged him to compete in slaloms, Andre answered,
Mga tito ko po, kasi po nung bata pa po sila, nag-ano na rin po sila, nag-race na rin po.
And how did Andre find the track and how did he hope to surmount its challenges?
Yung track po kasi ngayon, high speed po kasi stretch nga po. Para po sa akin, yung pinakamahirap is yung sa chicane po, kasi masyadong maraming biyen po. Papaturo po ako sa tito ko.
Also competing in the second round is Joseph Ortega, one of the few racers in slalom still driving a rear-wheel drive car. Joseph enjoyed the challenge of high-speed slalom course with difficult technical sections.
Well, yung layout medyo technical course na may konting high speed. Yung iba umaabot ng third gear pero usually kami second gear lang. Pero masaya, maganda yung track. Ako yung drive ko masaya, medyo ano lang, yun nga, sabi mo nga masikip. Kahit maliit yung car ko, ako lang yung rear wheel dito halos eh. So, medyo challenging para sa akin dahil puro front wheel sila lahat.
Joseph is looking forward to larger turnouts in series rounds, more challenging tracks, and eventually to be crowned Slalom King.
More competitors, mas masaya, mas maraming kalaban, more challenge. Hindi lang basta high speed na track, gusto rin namin syempre talagang technical para masaya. Sa ngayon, sana gusto namin yan, talagang ginagawa namin ng parang para mag-improve yung car para rin maabot yung title na yan.
At the end of the second round of the 2019 Phoenix-National Slalom Series in Clark, Paui Base ended up second fastest overall behind teammate Estefano Rivera, and Joseph Ortega was fastest in the rear-wheel drive class. Slaloms, like most of the local grassroots motorsports events, can be said to be family affairs. Real families all taking part in and supporting weekend racers or competitors who've developed friendship and relationships that make them consider themselves part of the extended families. This makes participation in grassroots racing events and covering them all the more fun and gratifying.